Thank you for letting me special feature read. I am the Divine Masculine of the channel. My name is Mr. Lightwork. First off, I want to apologize for last week's technical difficulties. It seems as though the adversary is trying to keep all the good information away from you. But I want you to rest assured that everything I was talking about and everything that you need from me is located right here in the separation course at MrLightwork.com. There are 7 modules, 11 each. But if you trust me and if you get value from the content, I would definitely suggest getting the full course for $55.55 so you can save yourself some money. If you get value from the content, get the whole course. That's the best thing for you. My readings are good. My course is exactly what you need from me. All right. I appreciate you letting me be here reading for you today. Again, if you missed last week's reading, I know all of you did because of the situation, but if you missed it, and you are really called to it, you'll find everything that you need in the separation course. I appreciate you letting me special feature read. Fire Grace will be back with the regularly scheduled program on Wednesday. So I'm going to shuffle up here. Make sure the energy's through and true, baby. Through and true. And then we'll get down to business. Hope everybody's doing good. If you want to get out of separation and get back into reunion, the separation course will give you the ins and outs. It'll give you the tools that you don't have and strengthen the tools that you do have so that you can get back on your road to reunion. That sounds good to you? Visit MrLightwork.com and grab the separation course. That's what it looks like. That's the thumbnail for it. All right. Quick shuffle, hello. Alright, one more time. And then my energy is through and true. Switch it up a little bit on that one. There you go. Yeah. Alrighty then. So let me see what the underlying energies are here. Whoop, whoop. I got the 5 of Pentacles and I've got the Ace of Cups. Okay, so this is interesting because a lot of the times when y'all come on this channel, you hear teachings that are different from what you hear everywhere else. And lo and behold, that when you're here, you're listening to somebody that's in union. Both Fiery Grace and I are in union. So this right here is what I talk about so much. This is actually what I end up preaching about because it's so necessary. The strength and resolve to be willing to walk away from what we feel it might be. It takes a whole bunch of courage and a whole bunch of strength, and not many people have it, but Fiery Grace did. And that is exactly what was the resurgence in our relationship. Listen to me. I've had my way with women, and I'm not saying this to gas myself up or to say that anything else other than that. I've had my pick of the litter, and that sounded terrible. But the point is that Fire Grace was willing to walk away from me, and I had never experienced that kind of strength before, and it made me curious about her as an individual, but more about her spirit. That's what it is. All right. And so it helped me realize that there was something more and something else that I wanted, and it just wasn't about everything that I was doing before, but it was about something new. It was about something deeper. All right, let's see here. 1, 2 off top, and then we'll go 1, 2 from the middle, and then we'll go kind of towards the bottom and grab the 5th. Boom. Off to the side. There you go. And And then we'll do the same thing over here. 2 from the top, 2 from the middle. And again, everything that you need from me, my readings are good, but my separation course is what divine brought me into this space for, to supply you with that and the divine 3 truths. You're a divine feminine, you have a divine masculine, y'all will be together. And you say it in the I form. I'm a divine feminine, I have a divine masculine, we will be together. And that right there will melt away a lot of concerns that you have, even dealing with some of the challenges that you may be facing in your 3D. All right. Oh, this is trippy. 3 on the bottom, 2 on the top. Okay. This right here is giving me the energy of we're building up to something. We're building up to the crescendo, if you will, the crest of life. It's not about stopping on the ground level or even level number 2, but it's about continuing to stack up on that. All right, let's see what we got. And as I say, continuing to stack up on that, this is reminding you of what you're going for. This is reminding you of who is in your future. If you don't give up, if you don't sit down and just say, you know what, if I don't already have it, then to hell with it. That's not the proper energy. Okay? You are still vital to a bunch of people, even if the one person that you want to be vital to cannot recognize it at this point in time. Your job is not to convince them of anything. Again, I led off with the fact that we had this 5 of Pentacles over here saying that it's about being willing to walk away from a situation that is so far unfruitful. It's not a bad thing. It's necessary. Matter of fact, that's part of being sensitive to the moving of the spirit within you, because a lot of times we already feel within ourselves that this situation isn't bringing what we want, and we feel played, we feel used, we feel taken advantage of. And in a lot of situations, you're feeling that way because that is the truth of your experience right now. But that can change with the snap of a finger, with the shift of a paradigm, with a forward mind rather than the mind of the past. Learning everything that we were meant to learn from this person about them and about ourselves, and our ability to love them in spite of everything they were not giving back to us. That's an ode to your strength. This is saying that it's necessary for you to be able to want to walk away, and more importantly, not just want that, but execute, because this is the building block of this person becoming that person that you desire them to be, that you want them to be, not only for themselves but also for you, because that's the person that you're supposed to end up in union with. So again, it's really, really important that we don't think of this as a negative, that we think of it as part of the process. All right, this right here, this move takes a strengthening of your resolve to make it through these current challenges of this person not yet being this person. Let me add back the one over here. Ace of Cups. Look at this. Matter of fact, the Ace of Cups, it's a hand in this Rider-Waite deck. It's a hand with a cup coming this way. So what I'm seeing here is that your movement towards that is going to bring this opportunity to you and allow you to have your cup overflow, which it has not in a while because of who's been holding you back. But I'm not putting the blame on them. I'm not putting the blame on anybody. And if I was to put the blame on somebody, it would be to the one that is entertaining the fact that they know this person is this person and not yet this person, and still entertaining them and being let down, being left out in the cold, emotionally, spiritually speaking. This person has taken a lot from you, but the only way that they were able to take that much is because you were offering that much. And that's okay when we're dealing with the right person. And again, they may be that person in the future, but they're not that version of themselves now. So ultimately, it's still the wrong person right now. They will be changed by divine. They will be changed by your movement forward if you give them that opportunity, and if you give yourself that opportunity. Okay? Fall in love with the idea of a healthy relationship with yourself, because the reason that you've been entertaining this person that isn't this person yet, that is going to become this person if you do the right thing, and if they do the right thing. Ooh, ADHD the heck out of that one. Fall in love with the idea of a relationship with yourself, because the reason you've been entertaining this person is because you don't really trust yourself. You don't really trust yourself to get, and that goes to say that you really don't trust divine to bring good things into your life. That means that you're holding on to the best you've had so far, instead of understanding that if this is what is good now, imagine what could be better in the future that you could run into if you were able to use your strength and divinity to detach from what you think is the best thing you've ever had. Even though most times than not, with dealing with this person, we wish that they would act better and do better by us. All right, that's not a selfish thing. That's, matter of fact, that's base level. That's minimum effort, is to be able to reciprocate in their own way, even the energy that we give them. All right, so don't feel bad about desiring more from them. Give them that space to be able to step up and be that person, instead of you trying to constantly just draw it out of them. They've got to be inspired to become that person on their own. And the way you do that is moving towards the cup that is coming towards you. A lot of y'all have been in your Four of Cups energy, where you're sitting up under a tree and an empty cup keeps coming up, and we keep waiting for the cup to have something in it, rather than getting up and moving towards a cup, the Ace of Cups, that we know is full and that is willing to give to us. The Ace of Cups comes from divine. The Four of Cups comes from the potential divine masculine. All right, and it's really important to not just accept nothing from somebody that we want to be giving us something. It's better to show them how to give by going to get the thing that is going to be filling your cup up. So that way they can see, oh, this is what I need to do to fill up her cup. Boom, there it is. Yes. Okay. Page of Cups. All right. This is very interesting, and the reason is because it's in the position that the King of Pentacles is in, and the reason that's interesting is because it's saying that there's already something in your cup, and that's why divine can't fill you up. You're steady dealing with this, but you want this, but you can't get this if you're still dealing with this. And yes, this person might turn out to be the version of this person that we want them to be, but how much anxiety and worry and depression and feeling like ultimately they make you feel like crap. How much of that can you endure before just saying, you know what, to hell with it. If you're my person, great. But if you're not my person, great, because what I've been going through would explain a lot. Come to the cup that is full and ready to give without ceasing. Go to divine for what you're looking for from this person, so they can see what you need, which is divinity. That is how they're going to fill your cup up. That's how your cup is going to get full until they learn how to fill your cup up. All right. This says a new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. It sounds like a new phase that we're talking about now, in walking at your correct speed instead of staying with this individual here that doesn't have the capabilities to move the way you move. That's not their fault, and it's not your fault. But if you don't execute to your maximum because of them, then you're allowing them to be your fault. Does that make sense? And so it's saying to move at your correct speed. And when they get healed enough, when they get to be the person that they should be now, that will inspire them to become the person that they should be in their future. It's part of the process. So let this relationship enter a new phase where you are gung-ho about being a divine feminine, the high priestess, in your Nine of Pentacles energy. Being okay with being by yourself for now is going to snap them out of thinking that it's okay to be how they have been with you. You understand what I'm saying? It's tough. I don't want you to get it twisted. It is tough. But what you're going through is also tough. It will take just as much energy to be where you have been to be where you're going, and to be where you want to be. And it might not automatically mean that you have your divine masculine, but it means that you're in a better place. Okay. And again, it takes the same amount of energy to deal with them being undivine as it does to get to divine and be full. So remember that the next time you go and entertain. Oh my goodness, we just talked about the healing. We just talked about the word healing and the fact that they both, listen to me, both of y'all need the healing. Okay, you need to heal from what they've been doing to you in this stage, and they need to heal from what they've been doing to you in this stage because of what they've been through. You understand what I'm saying? Both of y'all need to heal, and this is part of them becoming their true person. But a lot of the times, and I can attest to this, that divine masculines find it hard to heal and do what's required of them when a divine feminine is in the picture. And look, here we are in the picture. So go to your cup, go to the overflowing cup that will give you what you desire from this person. And again, that might not manifest itself in 3D at first, but you will be able to learn what the kind of love that you give off naturally feels like in return. And that right there is a powerful lesson in discernment. So you'll be able to tell when this person comes back in your future, are they this version of which is in the past still, or are they this version, which is the version of them that you saw on the inside before they could see it for themselves. That right there is true strength, to be able to give them that allowance to rise up internally or to fail. That's you being strong. I need you to know that at this point, this is your next step. All right. And it's going to be tough, but it's required of you. And if you do it, you will go into reunion with your divine masculine, because moving forward and technically leaving this person behind only because you gain greater distance and going to fulfillment is what they need. It's what they need to see, that even though you love them, that you love yourself equally, and that it will be good for the both of you for you to do this thing. This is saying to the thing I like to say a lot is if your hand is full, you can't receive anything. So this is saying that your cup is full right now with something that is not exactly what you want, and it will create the space for y'all both to heal. From what they've put you through, and from them, what they put you through and what they've experienced in their past that has made them this way. 5 of Wands, competing goals. Exactly. Competing goals, conflict between the two of you, because you know they can do better. They know they can do better. You want a union, and at this point in time, it almost seems as they don't want the same thing. But even though that might be the case, they're still coming around. They're still trying to be in contact with you every once in a while. They're still trying to keep tabs on you. And it's obvious that they want you, but it's obvious also that they fear that they're not the type of person that they need to be for you, which is 100% true unless they're in their divine energy. So, again, grant them that opportunity by not conflicting with them, not competing with them, by just going to fulfillment. They are not fulfilling you right now, and that's okay. They will come to learn how to fulfill you when you show them what fulfills you. Again, this is in your control. This is in your strength and in your power to be able to do. Real quick, if you get value from the content, and if you like what you're hearing here and in other readings, and if you trust me, I would say that your next step is to get the separation course. It's the same price as a love note. It's the same price as a reading. It's the same price as a phone call. So again, you've got a decision to make. The most popular ones right now are Making Conversation, My DM and Separation, and the talk. Everybody wants to know what to say, when to say, how to say, and those three right now are the most popular. If you want those three, you can get the mini course, and you can still get a deal. Instead of $33.33, it'll be $29.99. But again, if you trust me, I would say get the full course, all 7 modules, so you get the biggest bang for the buck, and that way you could take small bite-sized chunks at your time and still save a lot of money. But my readings are good, but Divine put me here to give you that separation course. Visit MrLightwork.com and grab that. All right, so we got the Hangman, which is the aha moment. This is understanding that we're here for a specific reason. And 1 is to activate this person, and then 2, show them how to get going. All right? We got to show them how to be tough. Not physically tough, but spiritually tough, which is even more important. Because for them, when the going gets tough, they quit. But you are here to show them how to be strong in the spirit, and that when the going gets tough, that the tough get going. So understand that this is your task, and it might at this point be it's necessary for you to be in separation at this point in time, so that you can learn stuff that you would not have been able to learn if you had the distraction of having your divine union at this point in time. And then it'd be more like on the job training than anything else. All right. So understand that, have that aha moment that, oh, divine is putting me through this for a specific reason, so that I can have my divine masculine. Because if you don't do this, and if they don't do what they're supposed to do, they can never be this person. But their goal subconsciously is to be this person, and you want them overtly to be this person. So help the both of you out. You've been entertaining them at this stage. Help them move into the next stage. And you got to do that by example. You just can't tell them, oh, you got to be this type of person. Oh, you got to do this and that. Because then they're looking at you like, what have you done? Who are you to be entertaining me? That shows me that you've got a serious lack of judgment if you're entertaining somebody like me. Trust me, I know the script. I have been living it for years. And the only thing that snapped me out of that is Fire Grace going to divine, and then me following her to divine. There it is. There it is. Unity. UNITY. Okay. The traditional way of approaching twin flames is not going to work. It's just not going to work. You have to bring yourself to a different space to do something differently. And that's the only thing that's going to get you to get. That's the only thing that's going to get you to get what you want from this in reality. All right. There's no meditating on this. There's no manifesting this. There is only doing what is required of you to get what you want. And doing what is required of you is an ode to your trust and belief and faith in divine, that divine has this whole journey in the palm of his hand and is just waiting for you to walk in his will. It is not divine's will for you to be entertaining this person that sucks the life out of you and that leaves you high and dry and that you wish you had more from. That does not sound like divine at all. You know what sounds like divine? An overflowing cup. An overflowing cup sounds like divine. Like you can't even handle all the goodness that divine has for you. That's how you can tell if you're dealing with a divine person or if you're dealing with just some regular person at the moment that you call divine. Just because you call them divine doesn't mean that they'll start acting in that way. And if you want them to start acting in that way, you've got to show them by example. You've got to lead the way. Ooh, King of Swords. Ooh, King of Swords. Okay, we got 2 kings here. You know what? This is pointing to this to me. It's pointing to the 3 of Swords. It's saying that there has to be healing. And they might not be able to heal while you are in. I don't want to say their way because that sounds terrible. But you and your energy is beautiful. And it's a distraction. It is what it is. And if you don't accept that for what it is and be flattered by that, then you will forever be in this same position. And oddly enough, this position isn't where you want to be, isn't where you want them to be. So you see that you've been in the lead the whole time. You got to continue to force that forward. You must continue to force that forward. If you want this relationship to grow, you have to grow yourself, which is again right here. Falling in love with yourself. Falling in love with yourself. Love yourself as much as you love this person so that you can do what's required of you for you, because you'll bend over backwards for them, but you'll put you on the back burner, which is what they're doing. They're trying to do everything for themselves, and then you're on the back burner. Show them the way. Show them the way. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. Oh, Cups, Ace of Water. And then we got the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles. We got some real high level cards here. It's saying that it's in you. It's in you. You want that. And that's okay. That's okay for you to want that. It's not okay for you to want that and not go and get that. You see what I'm saying? So this is just saying that at the end of the day, you've got to come up with new ideas and new ways to get what you want. And doing the same thing over and over is only going to result in a bunch of stuff that you've already had. And if you don't want that, then you got to do something different. Plain and simple. It's going to be challenging at first. Okay, but keep your wits about you and calculate your best course of action. Take time to evaluate what makes you weak, what makes you vulnerable. Take time to evaluate what hurts you instead of helping you, and then make some adjustments in your life. There's going to be adjustments to the workflow, to the flow of life in this journey that are absolutely necessary. And if you don't take these things in stride, you'll trip up and end up back where you don't want to be. Interesting, the moon energy. This is bringing me back to competing goals. You want one thing, they want something else. They're mad at divine, you're mad at divine, but y'all are still not gelling. Y'all are still butting heads. And ultimately that leaves you in a depressed state. That leaves you anxious, it leaves you worried. In order to avoid this, you have to remember who you are. You're a divine feminine, you have a divine masculine, and y'all will be together. And there's no way around that. Okay? There's no way around that. If you take this thing in stride, you will succeed. If you continue to fight it and do what doesn't feel right, which is entertain somebody that at this moment isn't who they want themselves to be, let alone who you need them to be for you, be careful. Just be careful, because your life is in your hands. Your journey is in your hands. Again, what you'll need from this point, give you a lot of in-depth understanding. It'll give you a crash course on divine masculines, is this separation course. All right. The most important ones, or not the most important, they're all the most important. That's why I always suggest getting the 7 modules together. But the most popular 3 right now are Making Conversation, My DM and Separation, and The Talk. Do yourself a favor. My readings are good. Separation course is perfect. It's great from me to you. Everything I can give you is in the separation course. It's only $55.55 if you get the whole thing instead of $77.77. Save yourself some money. Queen of Cups. Relationships develop to a new level. This is what you're going to do for yourself first. And as a result, with this person being your person, if that is the truth, then they will become this person. The relationship with themselves, because of the healing that they'll be able to get that they weren't getting because they were distracted by you. And again, that's not your fault. That's their fault. But you can help them by moving towards this full cup that divine has for you. Care for yourself and others. Trust your intuition. A lot of you are dead set on the fact that you know this is your person. If this is your person and you know it like that, then act like it. You should be willing to move forward then, because you know this will kick them into gear. But if you're not acting on that, it's a part of you that's scared and worried that they might not be that person. But the way to show and prove that they are is by you moving forward and them following you into the goodness of life, into the grace of divine, into the mercy, so that you can both get what y'all want from each other, but right now are too scared to do on your own. That's part of the divine union. That's part of it. All right. So care for yourself and others, And it doesn't mean just this person. It means everybody around you. Put yourself in service to other people. A lot of y'all got a lot of time on your hands, and y'all spend a lot of it watching tarot videos, which are just different people's opinions of what might possibly be happening, and that is infinite. You could spend the rest of your life watching tarot videos and never end up in union. But if you do what we talked about in this reading, you will end up in union. Again, you're a divine feminine, you have a divine masculine, and y'all will be together. Go to the course, go to the website, mrlightwork.com, and grab the separation course. It's everything you need from me. This is the reason divine put me here. I pray this reading was everything you wanted. More importantly, I pray it's everything you needed. Love.